The moment Marcus Freeman's name began circulating with genuine weight in NFL circles, it stopped being just another rumor and became a reflection of how dramatically his stature has grown. The New York Giants coaching search, once a quiet internal process, has slowly spilled into public view, and with it came a clear signal that Freeman is not being mentioned as a courtesy or a curiosity. He is being evaluated as a real option, a legitimate candidate to lead a franchise desperate for direction and renewal. As the Giants' shortlist emerged, Freeman's inclusion spoke volumes, especially at a time when Notre Dame itself was navigating one of the most emotionally charged stretches in its modern history. The backdrop to this moment matters. Notre Dame's season ended not with the usual bowl festivities, but with a decision that shook college football. After being left out of the college football playoff despite a 10-2 record at a 10-game winning streak, the program chose to decline a bowl invitation entirely. The move sparked backlash, debate, and sharp criticism from across the sport. Some called it petulant, others framed it as a protest against the system that continues to reward perception as much as performance. Regardless of where opinions landed, the choice placed Notre Dame and Freeman under an unforgiving spotlight. Every decision, every word, and every rumor suddenly carried more weight. Within that context, reports surfaced that the Giants view Freeman as a serious contender to replace Brian Daboll and guide a young, evolving roster into its next phase. According to league insiders, Freeman sits on a list that includes offensive minds like Cliff Kingsbury and Clint Kubiak, defensive stalwarts such as Lou Anarumo and Jeff Hafley, and now a college head coach whose reputation has transcended the boundaries of his level. For the Giants, this is not about novelty. It is about leadership. It is about culture. It is about finding someone who can stabilize an organization that has struggled to define itself while still believing that pieces like Malik Neighbors and other young talent can form the backbone of something better. Freeman's resume explains why the Giants are intrigued. In 4 seasons at Notre Dame, he compiled a 43-12 record, guided the program to a national championship game appearance in 2024, and restored consistency to one of college football's most scrutinized jobs. His teams have played with discipline, physicality, and belief, and perhaps most importantly, they have reflected his personality. Freeman is widely regarded as one of the sport's elite culture builders, a coach who blends defensive acumen with a CEO-style approach that resonates in modern locker rooms. Players respond to him not because of fear or volume, but because of clarity and accountability. That leadership profile is exactly what NFL franchises are increasingly drawn to. The Giants' interest suggests a belief that Freeman's skills are transferable, that his ability to manage expectations, communicate vision, and unify diverse personalities could translate to the professional level. It also suggests that the league sees him as more than a schematic coach. This is about presence, tone, and trust, qualities that become essential when losses pile up and patience wears thin. Betting markets have taken notice, listing Freeman among the favorites for the Giants' job, and insiders have described a genuine internal admiration for the way he carries himself. Still, admiration does not make decisions easy. Freeman is under contract at Notre Dame through 2030 on a deal believed to pay between $9 million and $10 million annually, with buyout details kept private. The university has made its commitment clear, and athletic director Pete Bevacqua has spoken openly about the belief that Freeman is the right leader for Notre Dame's future. From the school's perspective, NFL interest is validation, but it is also a reminder that success invites attention that even tradition cannot deflect. Freeman, for his part, has handled the speculation with measured calm. He has acknowledged the noise without letting it dominate the conversation, framing NFL interest not as personal ambition, but as a reflection of the people around him. Speaking publicly, he emphasized gratitude for his current position and respect for organizations like the Giants, careful not to close doors while reinforcing his message to players about staying present. He has spoken of understanding why his name comes up, because winning brings visibility, and visibility brings questions. What he has not done is posture or posture hunt. His tone has been consistent, grounded, and deliberate. That consistency matters, especially given the turbulence surrounding Notre Dame's postseason decision. The backlash from declining a bowl game has raised questions about future scheduling, conference alignment, and the broader implications of standing against the playoff system. It has also placed Freeman at the center of conversations he didn't necessarily initiate. Supporters argue the program took a principled stand. Critics argue it damaged relations and optics. Freeman has not inflamed either side. Instead, he has absorbed the moment, acknowledging frustration without weaponizing it and focusing on what he can control. For the Giants, this context may actually strengthen Freeman's appeal. They are not just evaluating wins and losses, they are evaluating how a coach handles controversy, scrutiny, and organizational tension. Freeman has been forced to navigate all three in recent weeks, and he has done so without fracturing his locker room or losing his voice. That ability to remain steady while storms swirl is something NFL teams value deeply, especially those trying to climb out of prolonged instability. Still, the leap from Notre Dame to the NFL would be significant. The Giants' job comes with immediate pressure, a demanding market, and a fan base hungry for progress. It would require Freeman to leave a college environment where he has alignment, authority, and patience to a professional one where results dictate everything. It would also mean stepping into a locker room shaped by different motivations, contracts, and timelines. None of that guarantees success, and Freeman understands the gravity of that choice if it ever reaches that point. What makes this moment compelling is that Freeman doesn't need the NFL to validate him, and the NFL doesn't view him as a gamble taken out of desperation. Instead, both sides appear to be circling the same truth, that Marcus Freeman has become one of the most respected leaders in football, regardless of level. His name on the Giants' shortlist is not an accident. It is the product of years of steady growth, clear values, and visible results. For now, Freeman remains Notre Dame's head coach, navigating the aftermath of a controversial season ending while preparing for what comes next. The Giants' interest has clarified how he is viewed beyond South Bend, but it has not forced an immediate resolution. Whether this pursuit evolves into something concrete or fades into the background, it has already revealed something important. Marcus Freeman has reached a point where his future is shaped not by opportunity alone, but by choice. In a profession defined by instability, that may be the clearest measure of how far he has come.